Hello everyone, it's Sally here from Learn Page by Page. Hope you're all well. I've got this video here for you on composite functions. I'm going to move this onto another page and then we'll work through the theory as we go through this question, and we'll do a few others. With composite functions, we will have two, sometimes even three functions. You take a look at this, they're asking you to find f, g of 3. And what this means is you put whatever is in the bracket, which is a 3 here, into function g, the first letter, the first function that's closest to the bracket. And then the result we get from that, we will put into function f. It's much easier if I show you as we work through. You write f, g, bracket 3 equals. You're going to put the 3 into function g because that's the one next to the bracket. I say it again because this is an area where most students do tend to forget. So we're not doing anything yet with function f. So we still write the f there. Then we open a new bracket. We look at function g, and that's 5x. So we put that here. But instead of x, we're going to put 3 in a bracket. And therefore, your answer to this will be, still write the f because you haven't done anything with that function, but 5 times 3 is 15. Now you're going to put 15 into function f. And function f was 4x plus 3. So wherever the x is, you're going to replace that with a bracket again. And this time you'll put this 15 into the bracket. Close your bracket. Now we're going to add the 3. Plus 3, 4 times 15 is 60. Plus the 3, and your final answer, 63. Let's find gf minus 7. Working with a negative value this time. F is the function next to the bracket, so that's the one we are going to be working with first. You write it out the same way. gf bracket negative 7 equals, remember we're not doing anything with g yet, we're only working with f. So we write the g, open a bracket, and then what was f? Well, f was 4x plus 3. 4, open another bracket, x is negative 7, close the bracket, plus 3. Same again, we leave the g, we haven't done anything with that. 4 multiplied by negative 7, that's negative 28 plus 3. We should have closed the bracket there as well. And that will give you g bracket negative 25. Now you're going to put negative 25 into g. And g was 5 multiplied by x. 5 multiplied by negative 25. And that's negative 125. They're quite fun, aren't they? Once you get the knack of them, they become really quite natural to do. And on this one, we have our first function, f of x equals x squared plus 5. And our second function, g of x equals 3x minus 4. And we're being asked to find gf of minus 1. So remember, the function that's next to the bracket, that's the f. We need to put negative 1 into that function, and then the result we will put into function g. I'll make a note of that just in case you want to jot it down. There we are. gf of negative 1 means put negative 1 into f as it's closest to the bracket. I've popped parentheses there for you should you need that instead. Then put the answer into function g. Let's work through this. Same as before, we write gf negative 1 equals, and as f is next to the bracket, we're going to be using this function. And we won't be doing anything with g, so we still write the letter g. Bracket, beginning of this function was x squared, but we don't write the x, we put another bracket and replace that with a negative 1 instead of the x. Close the bracket and then we will square that. Plus 5, and again close your bracket. Still write g, and negative 1 squared is a positive 1, plus 5. So g bracket 6. Now we will put 6 into function g. Should have had my equal signs there as I was going. Pop them in now. So g was 3x. So we won't put x, we'd put the 6 in. then we will minus 4, and 3 times 6 is 18, minus 4 gives us 14. We'll do a little trickier one. We're going to put that into function f because it's closest to the bracket. Lay it out. GF bracket x equals. We're not doing anything with g yet, so we write that there. Open the bracket for f. F is 5x minus 4. Again, wherever there is the x, we would replace it with whatever's in this bracket. And that's currently an x, so we're just going to write it out as it is. Minus 4. Close the bracket. We'll now put this into function g. So function g, that's a fraction. There is the x. You're going to write 5x minus 4 all over 4. And you'll leave that as your final answer. You can't simplify that further. Let's do a couple of triple ones because these are the ones you could get in a higher maths paper, a more advanced paper. This is great fun. So you have the three functions, f of x, 1 over 3x plus 2, g of x, 2x minus 5, and h of x equals x squared. Functions are given different names. F is the most common, then g, and then you're going to get h. You can get others, but they are your most common names for a function. And we're being asked to find h, g, f of negative 1. So we're going to put negative 1 into function f. Then the answer from that we're put into g. And then the answer from that we're put into h. So you work along in order. Start off the same way. H, g, f, bracket negative 1 equals. Now you're going to write h and g because you haven't done anything with those two yet. Then open a bracket and now we're going to put function f in here. Wherever the x is, which is here, we put the negative 1. We have 1 over 3 bracket negative 1, close our bracket plus 2. That would equal, still write hg with a bracket 1 all over. So 3 times negative 1 is negative 3 plus 2. That's going to be negative 1. Well, that would just equal negative 1. That's interesting, isn't it? We've come back to negative 1. We're going to put this negative 1 now into g. It's quite systematic. As long as you follow the method, you can't really go wrong with these. I think that's why they're quite satisfying. So write the h. We haven't done anything with that yet. Function g. Open the brackets, and g is 2x minus 5. So 2. Wherever the x is, we put that negative 1, then minus the 5. We end up with h, bracket, 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, minus 5 gives us negative 7. And then finally, we put negative 7 into h. That's x squared. You can see what we're going to get here. Quite satisfying thing about exam questions. They will all usually give you quite a nice answer. We have our x squared, so open a bracket, minus 7, close the bracket. We're going to square that and we can see our answer, 7 times 7, negative times a negative, and that's a positive 49. Lovely. And I think that should be about everything. I really hope the video helped. If it did, do go ahead and hit the subscribe, won't you? That would be really great. It really help the channel. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.